I know, and I know like I said, we talked previously, and I said, and still, prayers to you, and especially losing your mom, you know, fairly, really recently. I know it's going to be a everyday process of healing. So like I said, lost my mom a couple years ago, and I still think about her every day. So like I said, it's just one of those where like I try to do things that honor her. Because like I said, I wish I had some more years with her, but I think even from a creative standpoint, because I know I'm always in the doing something creative. I try to do things that that honor her. And I tell a lot of people, especially on this podcast, I tell a lot of people, I was like my first art teacher. She was the one that sort of introduced me into creativity and art, and she was a really good creator herself, so a lot of things that I try to do to just honor her while I have the chance. But yeah, it's one of those where it's always going to be a process. But yeah, definitely people need to hear that. It's and I think for a lot of people, like hearing those stories of vulnerability and those moments where yeah, you're still grieving. I think that helps people connect with you more and understand that like, hey, we're all human, and we all have things that that keep us up at night, things that we grieve about, things that we're constantly that's in our headspace. Yeah, I know like I said, I'm a big journaler too. I love journaling, and that keeps me, especially if I got a lot of things in my brain. Like I tell people, brain dump it, put it down, and I'm telling you, you will feel better. You keep that stuff in your head, it will it will grow and masticize. It's just like you don't want that. So yeah, that's a really good tip. Just to keep things in perspective, and definitely journaling, and you know really not taking yourself too seriously sometimes. Because in the end, I mean, heck, I mean, we're all going to the same destination anyway, sooner or later. So it's one of those where you try to keep it as light as possible, and just be a good human and create stuff while you're here.